ELSA Finds New Friends. It's the second day of Elsa's summer holiday at Auntie Frida's house. Elsa wakes up, rubbing her sleepy eyes.
Was I dreaming? Or did I really meet a bear yesterday?
She wonders.
And did I pull a splinter out of his leg?
She sits up suddenly.
It was real. I rode home on Mr. Bear's back, and we did actual bear hugs,
Elsa says, giggling to herself. Elsa jumps out of bed and gets dressed so fast that her dress ends up backwards.
I must go to the lake and see if Mr. Bear is waiting for me.
Downstairs, Auntie Frida is in the kitchen making chicken soup. Good morning, Elsa dear. You're up bright and early. I must say, your dress looks a bit funny. Elsa looks down and giggles.
Oops,
she says, fixing her dress. I'm afraid there'll be no swimming today, Auntie Frida says. Look outside, it's raining cats and dogs. Elsa rushes to the window. She doesn't see any cats or dogs, just lots and lots of rain falling from the sky.
Oh no,
she thinks.
How will I see Mr. Bear if it's raining?
She sits at the table to eat her porridge and thinks hard.
How do I get Auntie Frida to let me go to the lake?
Just then, Auntie Frida speaks. Will you help me take chicken soup to the old man next door? He's feeling sick. Elsa's face lights up. She has an idea.
Actually, Auntie, I'd like to go to the lake to check on the fish. I'm worried the raining cats and dogs might eat them all.
Auntie Frida laughs and winks at Elsa. That does sound very important. All right, let me get your rain clothes and some chicken soup for lunch. I don't want you catching a cold. While Auntie fetches her rain clothes, Elsa sneaks a bag of sweets into her rucksack.
Mr. Bear will like sweets more than soup,
she whispers to herself. Wearing her raincoat, cap and Wellingtons, Elsa rushes outside, hops on her bike and shoots off towards the lake.
Mr. Bear! Mr. Bear! Are you here?
Elsa calls when she arrives. But no one answers. The only sound is the pit-pat pattering of rain on the bridge. Elsa ducks into the lifeguard's hut and sits in the big chair. She looks out at the grey, rainy lake.
Where is Mr. Bear? Has he forgotten about me?
She wonders. Elsa feels so bored and almost falls asleep. Suddenly, a big owl lands on her rucksack. The owl has huge orange eyes that stare at Elsa. She feels a little scared. Excuse me, the owl hoots. But are you the little girl? Elsa's eyes widen.
Did the owl just speak?
Yes, I'm speaking, the owl says, tilting his head. It's against the rules, but Brumbalicious II said I can. Elsa's face lights up.
You mean Mr. Bear? He's my friend. Yes, I'm the little girl. My name is Elsa.
The owl spins its head around like a wheel before continuing. Pleased to meet you, Elsa, says the owl. I'm Hooter, and Mr. Bear sent me. He needs your help. It's an emergency.
An emergency?
Elsa asks.
Is Mr. Bear? Is he okay?
But Hooter is already flying away.
Wait for me.
Elsa grabs her rucksack, jumps on her bike, and pedals hard to keep up with Hooter. "We're here," Hooter says, landing near a big rock. Elsa looks around confused.
Where is here?
Suddenly, Mr. Bear steps out from behind some trees.
"Hello, little girl. I'm so glad to see you,"
he says, smiling. Elsa runs to him and gives him a big hug.
I'm so happy to see you too, Mr. Bear.
But Mr. Bear's face turns serious.
"I'm sorry to bring you here like this, but something terrible has happened. We need your help,"
He says.
What's wrong?
Elsa asks. Before Mr. Bear can answer, Hooter hoots nervously. Everyone is worried about Roo.
Roo? Who's Roo?
Elsa asks.
"Leave your bike here and hop on my back.
Mr. Bear says.
I'll tell you on the way."
Elsa climbs Mr. Bear's back and holds on tight as he tells her about Roo, the baby fox.
Roo was chasing butterflies when he screamed in pain. His leg is hurt and he won't eat or stop crying. I told everyone how you helped me, and now Roo's family hopes you can help him too.
Elsa leans close to Mr. Bear's ear.
But I'm just a little girl. I'm not a doctor. How can I help?
"What's a doctor?"
Mr. Bear asks, puzzled.
"All I know is that you're our only hope."
Soon Elsa hears crying in the distance. The sound grows louder as they approach. "Hoot, hoot," Hooter announces. "The little girl is here." All the animals of the forest are gathered around a tiny fox cub lying on the ground. It's shivering and whimpering. His little leg is bent in a strange way. The animals stare at Elsa. They've never seen a human before.
All right, stop staring,"
Mr. Bear rumbles.
"She's here to help."
"But we're not allowed to talk to people," squeaks a mouse. Mr. Bear lets out a low growl. And the mouse runs away.
"Forget the rules,"
He says firmly.
"This little girl is my friend, and she's here to help Roo."
Elsa kneels beside Roo and gently covers him with her raincoat.
This will keep you warm,
She says. She examines his leg.
Oh no, it's broken.
She whispers.
But there are no ambulances or doctors in the forest. What can I do?
Mommy Fox whimpers. "Please help my baby. We don't know what to do." Elsa scratches her head, thinking hard.
What was it my mum did when she helped that bird with the broken wing?
Suddenly she remembers.
I know. I need sticks and bandages.
Elsa stands up and looks at the animals.
I need everyone's help. I need moss, big and small leaves, sticks, something to tie them with, and...
The animals rush to help. "I'll bring some moss," says Hooter. "We'll gather sticks," say the squirrels. "We'll dig up vines," says the badgers. We'll fetch lily leaves from the pond, say the frogs. We'll get small leaves, say the mice. Soon Elsa has everything she needs.
These lily leaves will keep Roo dry, and this moss will cushion his leg. These sticks will hold it steady, and the vines will tie it all together.
Elsa takes a sweet from her bag and gives it to Roo.
Chew on this, little one. The next part might hurt a little bit, but I promise it'll feel better afterwards.
With a quick, firm pull, she straightens Roo's leg. Ah! Roo screams, and the sweet flies out of his mouth. The animals gasp in shock. But then Roo stops crying. It doesn't hurt anymore, he says, laughing and wagging his tail. Roo's laughter is so contagious that the animals start to laugh too. The squirrel laughs so hard it falls out of its tree and lands in a pile of leaves. The deer hiccups and she runs away in shock. Even Mr. Bear laughs until he accidentally sits on a twig. Elsa can't help but giggle as the forest fills with laughter.
Now, let's get something to warm Roo up,
she says. Mr. Bear suggests honey.
It always warms me up when I'm feeling under the weather.
And before Elsa can even answer, Mr. Bear is off to fetch his honey. Elsa has another idea.
I brought some of Auntie's chicken soup. It always makes me feel better when I'm sick.
Roo drinks the warm soup and stops shivering.
This is the best soup ever,
he says, licking his lips. Roo is feeling better, and Mummy and Daddy Fox want to thank Elsa. You saved our baby cub, so you are part of our family now, and we will always watch over you. The other animals cheer and thank Elsa with some special gifts. I'll always help you dig, whatever you want, says the badger. We'll help you in tiny spaces, say the mice. I can find water for you whenever you need it, says the frog. And we'll bring you lots and lots and lots of nuts, say the squirrels. Hooter and Mr. Bear return with Elsa's bike and 2 leaf baskets of honey tied to Mr. Bear's back.
Now you won't have to pedal home,
says Mr. Bear.
And one of these baskets is my best honey. Only for you, Elsa.
Elsa smiles.
Thank you, Mr. Bear. But before we go, can I have one more bear hug?
What about us? Don't we get bear hugs? Asked the frog. Soon all the animals join in for hugs.
There's bear hugs for everyone,
Elsa laughs. Back at Auntie Frida's, Elsa runs inside dripping wet.
Auntie Frida, look what I got. Honey from Mr. Bear. Can we please bake some honey cakes?
Auntie Frida smiles but points to the big puddle of water on the floor. Yes, we can, but only if you clean that up first, little one. Elsa cleans the puddle up and then helps Auntie Frida bake honey cakes. When the honey cakes are in the oven, Elsa sits and watches them turn golden brown.
Brown,
she daydreams.
just like my Mr. Bear. I just can't wait for tomorrow and the adventures it brings. This is simply the best summer I have ever had.